It has been requested, hold on, I'll just move the microphone a little bit, that I tell you the story about the day that Odin gave me a blanket. So, while I was getting my microphone ready, the fire died down a little bit. I think we'll be okay. I have a collapsible fire pan, which is awesome. First time trying it, but I'm quite impressed. It saves the forest floor, you know, which is important because I'm up here like making a fire in these woods a couple of times a week. And yeah, and this is juniper, by the way, so it smells lovely. Okay. Okay, so I will just sit. It's the wind. It goes like It burns up my fuel quickly. Okay. Now let's see. Oops. I'll just use this device here again. You know. And yeah. That's as simple as that. Okay, first of all, yes. Joe Deer Runner. I have a link to your channel in the video description. Thank you for the Mjølnir, the Fire Striker Mjølnir, and the tinder pouch and the char cloth, which I made, which you made and sent me. So I'm extremely grateful. Thank you for that. And as you can see, it works perfectly. We have a fire thanks to you. So everybody check out his channel. So Joe Deer Runner, thank you. The only thing I don't keep it around my neck right now is because of my microphone. So I'll just put it here for now. Okay. So I want to talk to you all about it's story time, really. It's story time. It has been requested. Hold on, I'll just move the microphone a little bit. That I tell you the story about the day that Odin gave me a blanket. So, if you read my blog, you know the story already. You might have, because it's one of my blog posts. So, okay. A few years ago, well, it's over I think, well, it's a lot of years. I can't remember the exact number of years ago, but anyway, a few years ago I was in a dark place, as they say, and because of different circumstances, life was difficult. Okay, I'm not going to get into details, but life was hard, and I found myself one day in my car. It was winter, as it is now. I believe it was not because of my actions. It was things happened to me in a way, and it's very easy to get bitter, which is understandable. But the thing is, a few years before that, I had a dog, a rescue dog, and he was already named Odin, as the king of the Norse gods. He was already named Odin, and he had passed away a few years before this. I don't want to talk about that. But anyway, I, being sentimental as I am, I had kept his blanket in my car after he died, and it was very cold that day, and I had nowhere to go. I was in my car, and I didn't have anywhere to. That was my place to be. You know, I wasn't homeless, but it was hard, and I imagined I would have to stay in my car that night. So I somehow got this idea. Is there anything I can do at all to improve the situation? Anything? And I sat there and I thought about this. Is there anything I can do to improve my situation? And the only thing I could think of, because I was cold, was to take Odin's blanket and wrap it around my legs. That way I would at least not be cold. Hang on a second. So I did that. I wrapped Odin's blanket around my legs, and then I realized, okay, I did this one simple thing and my situation improved slightly. At least now I'm not cold. So I then got the idea, is there anything else I can do to improve my situation just a little bit more? And there was actually. So gradually I started building on that. I started building using the philosophy that, is there anything I can do to improve life a little bit? And I did gradually improve my life a lot, just by asking myself, what can I do right now to improve my life? And you know, it's really a very simple philosophy, and it's about taking action. It's about taking responsibility for yourself. As I said, I could have been, you know, a bitter man. Instead, I chose to realize that I have in my power the ability to improve my situation, just by doing something, doing things that I can do. And I think we can all do something to improve our situation. And we should always do that. I saw a speech, and I think it was like a former Marine who said that you should make your bed every morning, which is kind of, I see where he's getting with that, but that's it's good advice, but it's not enough. You should not do the same every day. You should make your bed, but you should continue asking yourself, what can I do to improve my situation? You know. Now, I would like to say, before I get all philosophical about this, I would like to say that bushcraft is the perfect teacher. If in that way, because you're always trying to improve your situation where you are with the means you have available, and you're totally responsible yourself for what's happening to you and around you. Not around you, of course, but the elements. Like here now, it's quite cold actually, but I made a fire. Now I will have some chocolate coffee. So bushcraft is a great teacher in that respect. It teaches you to that there is always something you can do to improve your situation, and also you should never stop learning. You know, you should remain a student of, well, you should have this mentality of the student your whole life. That's my opinion. Now the water is almost boiling. Yeah. So that's my little speech to you today. Oops, that was a little branch there. Oh. So if you are still watching this, I would say that, of course, I am fortunate. I live in a country without war, for instance. We don't starve in Norway. Well, it's gone a little bit the other way, I would say. I mean, it's a country of opportunities, really. So I'm lucky, and I think that also I'm, as far as I know, I'm healthy. I mean, I'm 46 years old, and I don't think I have ever felt any. People in their 40s, they say, "Oh, I feel old now, and my joints are aching." Well, mine are too, if I've been working out a lot. But they did when I was in my 20s, so as well. So I guess I'm fortunate and lucky, if you will. But I think we should all try to improve our situation and be humble about the fact that, first of all, we don't know everything. And we should always study, improve ourselves, and take responsibility for our own lives. Yeah, that's what I started doing when I wrapped my dog's blanket around me, and I realized, if I can do this, what else can I do to improve my life? And I think it's a good and healthy way to think about everything, really. Yeah, and it's very, very Norse. It's a very Norse way of thinking, by the way. So, can you see this? Beautiful. Beautiful. Thank you, Joe. Thank you. Okay, time for coffee. Hold on. Chocolate coffee. I really like this little grill now. My couple of videos ago I said that I don't know if I like this thing here, but in combination with the collapsible fire pan, it works great. Yeah. Oh. That was hot. But okay, I think that's all for now, and I am really looking forward to skiing back home, because I climbed up a hill to get here, and nothing is more exciting. Well, a few things, but just not much is more exciting than downhill skiing. My other skis are for use in, tracks that you see on TV, cross-country, Nordic skiing, that's what it's called. And these skis are for hunting. So for anyone using a camera and walking around in the woods, I love skiing downhill in the woods. Of course, there's always a risk that you'll hit a tree again. It's snowing again. Okay, I'll be back in a few days with another video, and I am really glad that you joined me today up here in the woods, and that you, if you're already listening, yeah, thank you. Okay, that was the story about the day that Odin gave me a blanket, and yeah. So until I see you next time, have a wonderful day, take care, and bye bye.